Well, Noswaith, good evening, and welcome back to a special episode of the NFL Cymru pod. As you can see, we do have an extra person beside us, below us, which depends which way. He's either to my left or my right. But anyway, you know who the usual people are. Myself, David, Gito, and obviously, well, Cynan, you must be a fan favourite because this surely is your third appearance on the NFL Cymru pod. So first of all, croeso nôl, welcome back. How are you doing? And
Well, thank.
how excited are you that we are officially less than a week away from the first round of the 2026 NFL draft?
Well, firstly, thank you very much for having me back. I always love talking ball with you guys, and especially last time we recorded something for my pod, and it went all sorts of wrong. So I'm very happy that we're having another one. How excited am I? Really excited. I can't believe. See, I was talking to someone quite recently, and they said they had an argument of the draft, like the build up to the draft and the actual night itself might, in their eyes, might actually top the Super Bowl. It is just so highly anticipated, and it's just got so much. So much happens afterwards. All the drama beforehand, during. It's just like because it lasts so many days. It is just it's. I love it. I just love it. So I'm really excited for it, and I'm really excited to see who my Saints will pick with the 8th as well.
Yeah. Well, that's basically why we've got Kenan on because um, I think I remember talking to you about this before because obviously I talked about how the favorite part apart from the regular season and the Super Bowl, obviously I love free agency. So I know that your area of expertise, Gito and Kenan especially, is the draft. So basically, that's what we're going to do now, or during the next hour or so. We're gonna do our NFL Cymru pod mock draft from pick 1 to 15, basically. We couldn't possibly do 1 to 32 because that would be absolute chaos. And so we're gonna go through this in detail. We did something very similar, Gito, with Yoan, I believe, last year. So we're just gonna fly through this. However, guys, before we step into that, breaking news, literally half an hour before we press record. I shout out to Gito, by the way, because I hadn't even noticed about the breaking news that Will Anderson from the Texans has signed a max contract, 3 years, 134 mil guaranteed, 150 million, 134 mil guaranteed, which makes him the highest paid non-QB in NFL history. I know, Kanan. I'll come to you. Obviously, the numbers. Obviously, these contracts with the revenue, as we've seen with the cap going up and up and up and up every single year. Obviously, they've thrown this in with his fifth-year option as well, so it that can be manipulated. But I mean, as in, do you think? As in, as in, does he? First of all, does he deserve this contract? And B, I mean, because I find it crazy that he's getting paid even more than Myles Garrett, because I think Myles Garrett was the one under the highest paid QB. So is this basically the market is the market? Is this the future?
I think. I mean, I think I think the market across the board anyway has just blown up. Like the Jackson Smith deal that's blown up the wide receiver market now because Puka needs to get paid, but God knows what's happening with Puka's mind at the moment. But like you've got the upcoming receivers who need to get paid. I think I don't know off the top of my head what Daniil Hunter's contract looks like, but in Will Anderson's case, my question to the general public would be: is Will Anderson is he just a really good player, or is he a a decent player who's benefiting from the system as well.
Mm.
So is he really is he playing even better because he has Daniil Hunter, because he has one of the best DB cores behind him, which means the quarterback has to stay in the pocket longer.
Yeah.
And has to, try and go through his reads for longer. Yeah. Hence giving him more time to get to him. I don't know. Like I haven't watched I don't watch all 22 film on the Texans defense every hour of every day, so I couldn't tell you exactly like it is this or that. But I would look into that, and I think he is obviously like elite. He is one of the best in his position. But like you said, I wouldn't, I wouldn't be, if we're basing contract, money off of how good a player is, I would not be having him above Myles Garrett. But someone's gotta surpass that at some point anyway.
Yeah.
So I mean, sooner or later, who knows? Like Chase Young got massive money from the Saints, even though didn't do much. So I'm trying to think off the top of my head, like what what next young edge rusher that might get big money. Well, maybe Nick Bosa might get paid and get even more. Who knows?
I was just about to say, actually, and I threw this to Gito, because the next DT / edge, the equivalent that I can think of, if Will Anderson has got 134 mil guaranteed, and I completely agree with you in terms of he could be scheme specific, what is someone like Jalen Carter going to get? Because personally, I think Jalen Carter is more of a wrecking ball than Will Anderson is. Gito, what was your first reaction of that when you saw the news?
It's a lot of money. It really is, and I echo everything Kenan says as well, and especially comparing him to someone as big as Myles Garrett. I think the money shows how good of a player he really is, but obviously, I've not watched a whole lot of the Texans last season, if I'm being completely honest with you, so I've not followed him massively compared to other teams and other players. Obviously, we've seen some glimpses of him in the playoffs, but yeah. And to answer your question as well, David, it won't be late that we'll see some players reaching the 200 million mark, or with the guaranteed 175 mil. So I think that's where the sport is going. You can say that for a lot of sports as well and everything else as well. But and with the cap space going higher and higher each season as well, and a lot of young players will be looking at that as well. And to echo what Kenan said as well, with the wide receiver room, I will echo Drake London. We need to get him paid as soon as possible as a Falcons fan.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we'll be screwed in that position. So, but yeah, this is the way the sport is going. It's the way the politics and sports is going as well. It's a lot of money for a player of that caliber. He and there's no denying that he's a great player. And maybe it is because he, like Kenan said, he fits the system as well, which is a very good point. But yeah, I was quite...
Sorry, just before I throw it back to you, you said that Drake London is due for a contract. That's who also is due for a contract extension is Bijan. Because I was going to say, they've got a really, really big decision to make here. Would you give who would you give the contract to first? Would you prioritize Drake or would you prioritize Bijan? Because I think Kenan mentioned the wide receivers that are about to get paid with Puka and things like that. Think about the running backs that are supposed to get paid. Bijan is one, Jahmyr Gibbs is a second one, and we're dealing with a situation at the moment with Devon Achane as well. Devon Achane didn't turn up to it's voluntary minicamp, and that's not breaking news at all. But I know the running back market isn't anything close to wide receiver, edge, whatever. But yeah, just last question quickly, Gito. Who would you prioritize, Drake London or Bijan?
Off the bat, Bijan Robinson, 100%, 100%. And I think in the last 10 years, we've seen that the running back position has grown a lot more popular especially in the draft. We'll see more running backs coming in the top 15, maybe top 10 as well. Bijan was drafted at 8 with us. So, and obviously we've got the Jeremiah Love situation going on at the moment with this upcoming draft. Will he make the top 10, top 15? We'll have to wait and see. It will be a very, very place, Bijan Robinson. So we need to get him paid as soon as possible. I'd love to get Drake London as well, because I think that partnership and have that core on the offense is needed for the Falcons as well, especially with the new quarterback coming in as well. He needs to understand the players that we've got at the moment as well. So obviously I'd love to have Drake London, but if I was to prioritise one of them, it would have to be Bijan Robinson, 100%. And I'd keep him at Atlanta for as long as possible, if not for when he retires as well. He's got some outstanding few years coming up for him as well. He's one of my favourite players, and to see him go, I'd be more upset to see him go than Drake London. Not something I'm completely worried about at the moment, but yeah, Bijan Robinson all the way.
Yeah, 100%.
He's in denial.
Yeah,
Bijan. I think for me, I agree. I think Bijan is more of a generational talent than, even though I genuinely love Drake London as well.
Yeah.
Is he a top 5 wide receiver? I think he's definitely between 5 and 10.
Yeah.
So where for me, Bijan is a top 5 running back, without a shadow of a doubt.
Yeah.
His stats, Kenan, you're not sure?
No, Bijan top 5, yeah, 100%. Yeah.
You're not sure about Drake being a top 10. Is that what it was?
Potentially, yeah. But then my mistake was I pulled the face, but then I was thinking, right, I couldn't off the top of my head, I can't list another 10. Maybe if you push me.
You could get there.
I don't know.
But yeah. Anyway, get on. We had a lot of fun doing this section last week, so I'm going to pass this over to you and see how the board turns out for Kenan on this. Kenan, you might have done this on your channel or on other channels, or you might have seen it anyway. I'm going to pass it over to Gita anyway.
Kenan, are you ready to rock and roll? We are going to build you
to rock and roll.
A 17-0 team. I've got.
Oh, I've seen this. Yes.
I've got the wheel right in front of me. I promise I'm not cheating or anything. You get to pick a quarterback, 2 wide receivers, a running back, a tight end, a defense. So you get a whole team for a defense. And
wait. Let me write this down so I do it properly. Hold on. A
coach as well.
Yeah, QB, 2 wide receivers.
Yeah.
Tight end.
Yeah.
Tight end.
Defense. Head coach.
And
do I not get? Do I not get a running back?
A running back. Sorry, running back. Yeah.
No, it's all good. Yeah. No, it's all good. I just got to make sure that I'm not making a mess of this.
And you're allowed to get you're allowed to get 1 respin.
Yeah.
Only 1 respin.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm going to try not to give you the same team twice as well. So yeah.
Oh yeah, that happened. Okay. That happened last time. Okay.
So, Kenan, are you
ready?
Roll. Are you ready? Here we go.
I am born ready.
The wheel is spinning, and the first team you get.
It's a quiet wheel.
Yeah.
I've got the volume on low here. Okay, I could turn the phone around to show you the team that I've got here. I'm going to have to start you off with the New York Jets.
Oh, New York Jets.
You do get
New
a
York
respin.
Jets. Now
I was going to say it's got to be a respin, surely.
You can't get any worse than that.
I got to think about the next teams coming up.
Yeah.
And I got to think about.
Can you get any worse than the Jets?
How highly do we value Garrett Wilson here? How highly do we rank Breece Hall here? You know what? I'll respin it, and then if I end up on the Jets, then I have an idea. I know this is possibly the most boring way to start off this wheel.
That's rough, to be fair.
Next week, so
yeah.
Okay, it's a little bit better. Complete opposite of the Jets. We've got the Giants.
I knew. Okay, right. Oh, I'm taking Malik Neighbors.
Yes, I was going to say.
Nice.
Slam dunk, that one.
There's Neighbors.
Yeah. So it is a good
dunk.
Start. We keep going.
It's a good start. Watch out, I'm back on the Jets.
Can't get the wheel to spin any faster, by the way. Okay, the Arizona Cardinals.
Oh, that's rough. Trey McBride?
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Nice. Trey McBride is tight end, isn't he?
He is.
He
Yeah.
is
One of
indeed.
the best receiving tight
He
ends
is
in the NFL, isn't he?
Yeah.
Best in league.
Yeah,
Best
statistically,
in
he
nation.
was. Yeah.
Did he have the most receptions like ever? What was the record that he broke? Was the most receptions?
Oh yeah, it might have actually. Yeah,
in a season.
yeah,
Got that
Still-
dog in him.
he is.
We're still spinning.
Oh my
The
god.
Green Bay Packers.
Oh no!
Oh,
I got Jordan Love last week. Do you want to go for the same?
What a decision! I mean, you could go so many ways here.
oh my god. Okay, now I'm trying to think how many good QBs are there? Like what position? Oh my god, this sucks. So defense is like the entire defense.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm between the head coach and Josh Jacobs as my running back.
Oh really? Okay.
Yeah, I feel like there's no distinct wide receiver there, and Jordan Love, even though Jordan Love is quite good, I feel like I might be lucky with.
I got Love last week.
Yeah.
Go somewhere else with a quarterback.
Alright, I'll go. See, Matt LaFleur gets a lot of stick. Oh yeah, I'll go Josh Jacobs.
Fair.
Just
Running
because,
back.
yeah, I'll go
Nice.
Josh Jacobs. Yeah,
All right.
because have you seen the memes of Matt LaFleur and like people saying that he's just taking the playbook from Madden?
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
very funny.
I
inside zone,
quite
zone.
rate him actually. I think he's a really, really good coach.
I love
Matt
him.
LaFleur. I
He
think
was
he's really
love
good
good. Yeah.
bathroom staff for the Falcons at one point. No, not talking about the Super Bowl. Washington Commanders.
Let's not talk about it. Oh, I'll take Jaden
Nice.
Daniels.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll take
So you've
Jaden
got
Daniels.
a wide receiver, a defense, and a coach to go.
You know what? I'm not upset with this team
No,
at
this is
all.
decent.
I was worried I would crumble under pressure because I see these clips online so often.
Yeah.
I'm like, why didn't he pick him?
You could do a lot of damage here as well with the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh my
wow.
god! It has to be CeeDee Lamb then.
Imagine the
100%.
partnership of CeeDee Lamb and Malik Neighbors.
Malik Neighbors.
Oh, fierce.
God. Hey, this is quite a good team. Not
Defense
gonna
and a
That's
coach to
actually
go.
even better. That's even better than the duo of CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens for me.
lie. yeah, it is. Okay. Sorry,
Yeah.
what was that?
It landed on the Packers again, so I'm going to have to give that a respin.
Right.
I want a Matt LaFleur.
Baltimore Ravens. Wow.
Oh, I gotta go for. Wait, is that defense still valid? Yeah, because the head coach hasn't been proven yet, has he? So
Yeah.
let's go Ravens defense.
I mean, you got so many dogs on that defense. To be fair,
dogs. Yeah,
Kyle
I do.
Hamilton, Roquan Smith, like absolute dogs.
Yeah.
When they're not injured.
Mike Green, one of my favorite edge rushers from last year. He was one of my top 3 picks actually. I know that James Pierce was my first, but let's not talk about that guy. But Mike Green was up there.
Land on Packers again, so I'm going to have to give that one more spin. He loves the Packers.
Oh, Matt LaFleur is begging to be on this team.
So you've got, what have you got left? You've got defense and you've got head coach.
Just a head coach.
No, just the head coach left.
Okay.
Gitter's gonna destroy me here and say like it's like the worst person
It's an
ever.
interesting pick for you, actually. Pittsburgh Steelers.
Mike McCarthy.
Mike McCarthy.
Oh, that's okay.
I mean, he's a Super Bowl winner. He's been out the league a couple of years, so he's refreshed. He's back, ready to go.
He's doesn't look refreshed, but mentally he's refreshed.
Yeah. Oh,
hey, you know what? I will take that team.
That's decent.
I will take that team. That's a very good team. Daniels, Neighbours, Lamb, McBride, Ravens, McCarthy, and Jacobs. I love
That's
it.
really good. That is very solid.
Hey, that was awesome. I've always wanted to do those those games. Thank you, man.
Class. Da iawn. Cool. Should we dive into this top 15 then?
Yeah.
Now we
why
have
not?
Danny.
This is why we're
Fantastic.
here. This is why we're here.
Right. Okay. Let's get this out of the way then. Obviously, the Raiders top pick Fernando Mendoza. However,
Ty Simpson.
oh yeah, in his
No,
dreams he'd love to do that.
I'm joking.
Have you heard? Did you read the article today that that this is probably smokescreen as well, that the Raiders are open for business.
Yeah, they did. This happens every year.
Yeah, doesn't it?
It's just get a sense of how desperate the teams are.
Yeah.
Do you remember the rumours at the beginning? That this is just after the season finished, that the Baltimore Ravens were exploring trading Lamar Jackson for a first to the Raiders.
I remember this.
Yeah.
I remember this. Yeah. So like, yeah, shock horror. We're all going with Mendoza at 1. Yeah.
Mendoza.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Just before we move off Mendoza, this comes to my question that I wanted to ask you. Okay. Is he elite? And B, is he a slam dunk week 1 starter? And now that Kirk Cousins has signed a contract with the Raiders, does he sit for a year? Or, like, okay, basically, that's what I want to know, is, like, is he up there with the top tier of, because I see people differ. Some people are thinking he's the next Joe Burrow. He's up there with Joe Burrow, Justin Herbert, top tier, like, go. So, Cynnan, you don't think that he's top tier?
No, well, not to that level at all.
Okay.
No. Like, we're talking about Joe Burrow coming out of college might be like he's people debate he could be the greatest college quarterback to come out of college in that 2019 LSU team.
Yeah.
But Fernando Mendoza, it is a weird one. I think I think people are underestimating him a little bit. Like, I was talking to someone recently. Okay, yes, if you have this great defense behind you, if you got this great head coach with you as well, you still gotta make the plays.
Yes,
you still have to drive that ship. They went undefeated that year, that national championship year. Like, any schmuck quarterback will not go undefeated. I think the intangibles or the skill tree that he has, I think more so off the field than maybe on the field. I think his leadership skills, I think just awareness, maybe his intelligence. I think all of those maybe play a bigger part than his actual athletic ability. Even though he is athletic, we've all seen that the diving touchdown he had in I'm sure it was in the national championship.
Yeah.
So, like, he can run the ball, but I think to answer the second question with it, do I see him starting straight off the bat? No. But do I see him sitting for an entire year? I don't, because he's being picked first. I don't think the Raiders, because that's such a valuable pick. I don't know how many quarterbacks out there are picked number one for them not to play in their first year. I don't think I can't think off the top of my head how many have done that straight off the bat. Jordan Love was picked. Okay, that was bad of me. I don't know where was he picked late? Was he in the third, or was he was picked in the third?
Jordan Love. No, Jordan Love was first rounder.
Was he late in the first?
He was. Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was. He was late in the first. Yeah, I think he was like late teens, early 20s.
So with that one, I mean, also they had Aaron Rodgers by the help. They were like that he wasn't going to start, but it's less valuable of a pick, so you can like sit him and not worry about it. Whereas Mendoza, number one, if you sit him for a year, then people are like, well, why bother picking him? Because you could have traded those picks away, wait another year, get more from, or get what's his name, Dante Moore from Oregon, like try and get him next year, and use picks for this year type thing. So I see Kirk Cousins starting, but I think it'll last maybe 4 or 5 weeks, and then we see Mendoza coming in.
Interesting.
That's my opinion.
I was going to say the same thing. I don't think Kirk can even last a whole season, so I don't think it's not to be
speaking from experience.
Yeah.
I don't think he will be long until we see Fernando Mendoza. I think about as well. I'm thinking about Cam Ward. He was the number one pick last year for the Titans. I wasn't that excited about Cam Ward last season compared to I'm a little bit. So I'm distracted by it. It's like 3 or 4 pop cars.
Shit is going down in Pwllheli this season.
Oh my god, what's going on in Pwllheli? Someone's robbing the local spa. What's going on?
Fantastic.
Probably knocking on the door in a minute.
Oh my god!
But yeah, I'm more excited about Fernando Mendoza than I was about Cam Ward last season. But I don't see Fernando Mendoza being the starting quarterback in week 1. I do see that going to Kirk Cousins. But like I said, I think it won't be a matter of time before then. After we'll see Mendoza even coming on in the second half of some of the games or playing some drives. That's the way I see it anyway. So, but we'll definitely be seeing a lot of Mendoza than some people think next season.
Go for it.
Can I ask? How come you're less excited, or how come you were less excited about Cam Ward, but Cam Ward was gonna like definitely start for the Titans, so we were gonna see him play straight away. Yeah. So what's your thinking behind being more excited for Mendoza? Is it because he's come off of the great season that he's had?
Basically just from what I've seen of Mendoza from the last season, especially playing that championship game as well. The way I thought he basically ran the game himself, especially with the touchdown that he scored with the diving touchdown as well. I think he has more of a leadership skill than Cam Ward. Obviously, Cam Ward is playing for a team. This is a massive rebuild there. They'll be rebuilding a lot this season as well, probably the next couple of seasons as well. So, but I think with Mendoza coming off that season, especially, that's where it is for me. I see more of a leader there. I see more of and I think he's more of the athletic type there. I do think Cam Ward will be good. I think he will be a decent quarterback, and but I think with the Titans at the moment, that's going to take them a couple of years, I think, to get to a certain level that Cam Ward will be happy with, in my opinion. So,
interesting.
Yeah.
It personally, I don't know about you, Cynan, but I was more excited about Cam Ward myself than I'm excited about Fernando Mendoza. For me, I hope that we do not see him for a year. I hope that he sits for a year. Unrealistically, that might not happen. But if you think about it, you've got you've got a genius of a quarterback whisperer in Kubiak now as your head coach. You've also got Tom Brady, who has got a minority member of the Raiders as well. So if they do pick Mendoza, clearly they've seen something that we haven't, or maybe they don't trust the QBs that are coming up in the 2027 season. Like you said, Dante Moore, because everyone was raving about the class of 2027 with Lenoris Sellers and Arch Manning as well.
Manning, yeah.
So, do you know what? I completely understand why they will pick Mendoza, because at the end of the day, even though the Raiders, I think, will definitely be better than what they were in 2025, I think ultimately they're still going to have at least another top 10 pick next year in the draft.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. The other thing that I was going to say about Cam Ward, though, for me, I think Cam Ward at times was literally like moving mountains for the Titans last season.
Oh,
There
yeah,
were
big
some
time.
He had to
plays
work really hard.
he was like, in terms of athleticism, if you pair him and Mendoza, I think Cam Ward, for me, outlasts Fernando Mendoza. The thing that excites me most about Cam Ward is the off-script plays that we've seen him against with
Yeah.
a trash of an offensive line, no wide receivers, and no a decent running back. And your head coach leaving halfway through the season as well. Like, if you get some stability in front of Cam Ward, oh my god, he is a massive dark horse for the next couple of years. So that's what I feel personally about, and that's what and like I get for me, Mendoza doesn't. There's no hole to his game yet. But then again, personally, I don't think he does anything particularly special. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, I get you. I think we have. I think our quarterback expectations have been skewed by the likes of Pat Mahomes, Lamar,
true.
Josh Allen, Jay Daniels even coming in. I think, like, back in the day, I mean, I always see these videos and it's like, what happened, man? We used to have Tom Brady, Drew Brees, Matt Ryan, Big Ben, all these pocket passes, like dissecting defensive. Philip Rivers, another one, or dissecting defenses and actually using their brains. But now it's more using your legs and the mix of both. So I think that's where now all these players coming up, it's almost like, right, well, can you run? So like Taylor Green, coming out of Arkansas, 6'6", run a sub 4.40 as a quarterback, and it's like, this guy is a freak. I think he had the best measurables of any QB ever. The combine. It was like stupid crazy. So I think like people like that coming through, and you've got your Mendoza. Like how are they meant to compete with that, like athletically?
Yeah.
But so I get it in a sense, but I don't know. I think it depends on, Kubiak is Kubiak. Like I feel like wherever he is, things are gonna work. Like we think back to the greatest team of all time, the week 1, week 2, 2024 Saints. Derek Carr and Clint Kubiak at the helm. Yeah. Where we smacked the Panthers about, smacked the Cowboys about, and I genuinely was ready to buy tickets for the Super Bowl that year. So like Kubiak can do it all. So I think like having young QB and Mendoza, I like you said, Tom Brady and everyone else by the helm. I think that'll work out well for them. Sorry, I'm rambling. It's my bad.
No. Cool. Let's move on to 2. So Jets are in 2. They've got 2 first-round picks.
Yeah.
Quite a few teams actually have 2 first-round picks. The Dolphins have 2 first-round picks. Cleveland, I think, have 2 first-rounders as well.
Yeah.
So, Kanan, who did you go? Who did the Jets take in 2 for you?
Can I just say, I think this after 1, might be the most like hectic and open top 10 I've seen.
I completely agree with you.
This can go like anywhere. Like it was so difficult.
Like genuinely, I can see the 3 of us having 3 different opinions. And I'll do you one better. I'll try and pinpoint it. We'll have 3 different opinions, but they'll all come from the same college.
Interesting.
So
okay.
So that definitely does not have. So
no. I think I have. Yes, I've just because. I know. Yeah.
I thought okay. So I have Arvel Reese going in the second pick to the Jets.
Me too.
Oh, okay. I've gone with Ruben Bain from Miami.
Oh
wow!
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Mr. T-Rex himself.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Time out. Interesting. Okay, so Kanan, just to let you know, Gito is renowned for these big takes,
Oh, no.
and I love it because if I remember correctly, Gito, didn't you say that Shadur was going to go in the top 5
I
in the
said
2025
Oh, no.
2026
I
Oh,
said
draft?
no.
that
Oh,
Shadur
no.
was
No,
going to
no.
go to Cleveland Browns, and was I wrong? Was I
Oh,
wrong?
Oh.
okay, all
Was
right,
I wrong?
all right.
Well,
No, I
well,
literally
he's
said
Touche.
had you
that I
there.
made the stupid decision of going for Shadur Sanderson top 5 without researching enough of the backlash and everything that happened between it. But I was right in
Well,
saying
in
that he went to
fairness,
Cleveland,
like,
even though they drafted a
Yeah,
quarterback before
yeah.
him as well. So,
yeah.
Yeah, Dylan Gabriel, the GOAT.
Okay,
but
sorry. I just wanted to take a time out there because, oh my god, Ruben Bain is probably the most talked about like prospect of this draft. If well, personally, because obviously everyone's talking about his 30-inch arms and he's not going to transfer well to the NFL, and I completely get that because if you look at the historically edge defenders with short arms, they don't do well against NFL tackles and guards. And obviously, like this whole backstory thing, we won't go into it, but basically, unfortunately, he was a driver. This is going back 2 years ago, and the person that was in the passenger seat, there was a car accident, and unfortunately, the person that was in the passenger went into a coma, and eventually she died as well. So,
Oh
however,
my
he
god.
wasn't charged at all. The charges were dropped, so no criminal charges. He hasn't been charged for anything, and it's quite interesting that I think that this has only emerged in in the last week. The teams have known about this for months, and to be fair
Yeah.
to the family as well, they haven't come out to the press and they haven't commented. They said that they were going to come out and comment after the NFL draft because they didn't want his stock to drop, which is incredibly thoughtful of them and extremely what's the word that I'm looking, gracious of them as well. So guys, first of all, okay, sorry, back to Ruben Bain, Gito, what why do you think Ruben Bain goes so high?
so looking at the Jets, they've got a lot of work around the squad that they need to fix.
You could literally yeah.
Yeah, and I didn't want to go for a wide receiver. I didn't want to go for them. I thought I was looking at the talent. I was looking at the rankings of all the players, and I don't know, something about. And I've seen clips of Ruben Bain, and obviously the arms and everything. He's talented. He's going to be great. He's going to be massive, and I just thought the Jets could capitalize on that. So that's my thinking of it, really. And obviously they've got 2 first-round picks. I think they've got 2 second-round picks as well, and they could do a lot of damage. I think that they are going to try and make a statement here in the draft. So that's all it was for me with Ruben Bain. Unprofessionally, I was unaware of the backstory with all of that, but I still think that's just where my headspin is at the moment with Ruben Bain. I think, and with the Jets trying to make a splash here. So that's where I think he's going to end up going.
Come on, do you think he's going to drop?
I think like we have these like smoke
Screens,
screen
yeah.
or like these things that like come out of left field.
Yeah.
It happens every single year. So like I remember when Laramie Tunsil was, I think it was
Gas
him
mask.
when he was being drafted.
Yeah.
Suddenly, like I think it was like day of or a couple of days before. There's the photo of him in the gas mask, like hitting a bong. I was like, what?
Amazing.
And then you had the Tyrann Mathieu.
Yes, Honey Badger.
Before he was drafted, there was all sorts coming out of him with his substance abuse or taking drugs, whatever.
Yeah.
It happens every single time. So whether because Ruben Bain is such a talented athlete, whether it doesn't take a hit, I don't know. I think because of the position depth, then maybe he could slide because you have David Bailey as well, who's quite good. you have Akeem Mesidor,
Yeah.
his teammate from Miami. A lot of people liking Keldrick Falk. I like Cassius Howell, but his arms are short as well.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's in the water there, but like whether these teams think, okay, the position depth is it's good enough that we can take a gamble and not have him.
Yeah.
Then and try and pick him later on. I don't know. But I don't know. In my mock, he's gone in the top 15. So I haven't got him
Me too.
sliding out there. But hey, like we saw last year with Shador Sanders, anything can happen in the draft. That's why we love it.
100%.
Love the draft.
Someone's definitely going to fall, and it wouldn't be it wouldn't surprise me that he potentially is a candidate that could fall. Like I said, I don't see him falling past 15, but I could potentially see him there after 10. And if Miami picks him at 11, like if he's there at 11, like I don't know how I feel if the Dolphins would pick him or not. But anyway, we'll get to that. So I think Arvel Reese, like I said, he's a slam dunk, like blue chip, blue collar kind of slot in. He can start game one. Potentially, he potentially he could be like a green dot player as well, where he's the quarterback of the defense. So I agree with you. I thought Arvel Reese was definitely kind of like slam dunk thing there, and they, I know they've lost a lot of they've either traded away or they've lost a lot of their defense anyway. But like you said, the Jets can literally throw a dart at a wall, and they need all sorts of positions at the moment. Okay, 3 Arizona. Canan, who have you got?
How I'm trying to. I might butcher this name.
Go on.
I've gone for Francis Managoa. Mawanoa. God damn it! I knew that as well. I've gone for Francis Mawanoa.
Okay.
So I've got tackle from Miami.
Gito.
This is where I've put Arvel Reese that you guys mentioned earlier. He's my number 3. He's my number 3.
Good shout.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good shout. Okay.
With what's his name? Walter Nolan.
Walter Nolan.
Yeah.
Nice.
He's another animal.
Right. I think this might be too high for this player. But I think Arizona takes David Bailey here.
Oh.
I think because Ruben will fall, I think he will be the first edge player taken.
Oh.
What? I have that as well in my mock, actually. Not now, but I have the same. Yeah.
So again, top 3 might be a little bit too high for Arizona. It's something tells me that they're just going to go, because they're going into a rebuild as well, and kind of another way. Sorry, I forgot to say there's another like, or not breaking news, but something interesting out of Arizona. Gito mentioned as well that apparently the starting QB from last season, Gito, what's his name again? Jacoby Brissett. So he is holding out because he wants to be paid as a starter. God. How ridiculous is that?
Oh my god. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
It's absolutely like literally, that's another team that is absolutely all over the place. They haven't got a lot of pieces, and who are clearly probably. I mean, they have to draft a QB in this draft. How high? I don't know, but yeah,
I was about to say, if that's the case, then the 34th pick, so the second pick in the second round might be a certain Mr. Simpson, and I'm not talking about Homer.
Nah. See, personally, I think I think he'll be potentially taken late first round.
No.
Really?
I think a team's going to panic, and they might trade up to the end of the first round.
Interesting.
Genuinely.
Wow.
Because if you think about it, so many teams need starting QBs. Like I could I think Gito mentioned that he might go to the Steelers. Steelers, Arizona, Jets have got their second round pick at 17 or 16.
16.
I could potentially see him go there as well.
Yeah, there's a lot of talk of like the Steelers going for a quarterback.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna, because I spoke on the last episode I like recorded for my pod. I want to actually talk it with you guys. I know we're going off tangent, and you could tell me to shut up because we're spending a lot of time. What do you guys think of that? Of the Steelers going for another quarterback when they have Will Howard in the building? Is there something that your inside sources with NFLCymru, have you heard anything from the Steelers camp about Will Howard? Because I don't get why no one is saying anything. There's nothing negative, nothing positive, literally nothing. Radio silence on him. So is he just doing awful, or are people literally forgetting about him?
I don't know if you want to take this first, but the thing that I would think, Canan, is if you think about it, Will Howard was drafted by another coaching team. So you've got a brand new coaching team coming in. I mean, I don't know. They might, because I'd love there to be a QB competition in Steelers at Pittsburgh. If Aaron Rodgers is gonna go back there, and personally, look, he's a Hall of Famer, but for the league, I genuinely hope he doesn't come back. I didn't enjoy watching him last season at all.
No.
For me, I think he should have retired potentially 2 years ago when he left Green Bay, because talking about legacy, not that this is going to hurt his legacy, but it's just like, going too far. And I know people are talking, like, if we're talking NBA as well, like, I know people are thinking LeBron James, one of the greatest all time, like, he's 41. Is this going to be his last season? Is this going to extend his legacy? I think we're talking completely different ballpark here. But I heard, Canan, sources that the Steelers were in for Malik Willis.
Oh, Willis.
Yeah.
I heard. Malik Willis is another talking point. For another day though.
So I don't know. Gito, do you have anything to add on to that?
Yeah, the way I thought, because I mentioned before that I thought Ty Simpson would be a Steeler after the draft. I was thinking, in my head, if the Aaron Rodgers situation isn't sorted before that, and obviously Aaron Rodgers takes his time with everything, even with the play. So, yeah, that was my headspace on it, and I was looking towards the future as well. I don't see Cam Howard? Will Howard.
Will Howard. Yeah.
I don't see Will Howard carrying the Steelers for the next 5-10 years. I don't. I think they will need to go for a newer, younger quarterback, just to, if Aaron Rodgers does go there, to be maybe under his wing for a year and see how he goes after that. Because a lot of people think that Ty Simpson could break the first round. I personally don't see him breaking the first round. I see him going in the second. I'd be surprised if he goes third, but I do see him go in the second round. So, and I had my mind on the Steelers, but then I wouldn't be surprised if the Cardinals panic and pick him up either. But I had it in my head that he would be the Steelers, playing under Aaron Rodgers, learning under his wing, and the Steelers would have their possible franchise quarterback for the next 5-10 years. But that was my headspace around it anyway.
I just don't get it. Like, Will Howard won the national championship with Ohio State, then had a year under Aaron Rodgers, and then nothing.
Well,
not even when Aaron Rodgers was playing poorly, no one was saying time to get Will Howard out. No one was saying anything.
Yeah, I don't think I can't remember. I don't think he was even he wasn't even the backup.
Oh. Tell a lie, I've just remembered he was injured quite early on in the season, was he?
Right.
Because I think he didn't play much preseason. But then, okay, even then, okay, he's hurt, he gets better, there's still no talk about it.
No, because I think Skylar Thompson, former Dolphins QB, I think he was the backup, and he came in towards the end of the season as well.
Did Mason Rudolph go back
and Mason Rudolph, Mason Rudolph played as well, yeah.
Steeler legend.
I know, isn't he just? Okay.
Can I just give you guys some breaking news, by the way?
Crack on.
No.
It's not massive, but it's concerning the Falcons. It's concerning the Falcons. They are trading Rook Ohoro, if that's how you say his name. Ohoro.
Glad it's
Sound
you,
like
not
you're
me.
yawning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To the Jaguars in exchange for Mason Smith. Defensive tackle, Mason Smith. So it's defensive tackle to defensive tackle.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's a
Yeah.
what? So
I was a big fan. I was a fan
Interesting.
of horror as well. But yeah, that
It's
was
interesting.
Hey, and that jersey would be fire, by the way.
Yeah.
You said it.
So yeah, just wanted to bring that up. Yeah. That's.
Don't see a lot
I
of
need to try and find it.
player to player trades these days.
No.
I think there should be more.
Especially same position.
Yeah.
Didn't the Jags and the Browns do this with Greg Newsome?
Yes, Greg Newsome. Yeah.
And Mason is spelled with 2 A's. Cool.
That's so random.
Can't believe. Right, we're only at 4. We got to crack on because we're hitting 50. Right.
Yeah, my bad. My bad.
Come on, 4 Titans. For me, this is where the draft can go this way, that way, this way, that way. So who are the Titans picking?
So my social pages recently, for some reason, without me trying to, have become a Jeremiah Love fan page. I didn't try, but it just has happened. So I have, because I talked to Jason Bell and Neil Reynolds, Phoebe Schechter, and I have the Titans picking Jeremiah Love. Now I can see them going tackle, or if Mauanoa's not there, I can see him going with a tackle. But I think Jeremiah Love is he is a, everyone loves to throw the word generational about him. He's not generational prospect, but he is a higher, more higher perspective rookie or draftee than Ashton Genty.
Prospect.
And I can see, and a prospect, my bad, yeah, that's the word. Because both the rushing ability and receiving ability, I think he tops it. Even though Ashton Genty, robbed of the Heisman, had a great year, but Jeremiah Love is he is different gravy. And I think having him and Cam Ward in the backfield, where you've got more of that, unpredictability, that would be nuts.
Exciting. Get on.
I'm with Cynan on this one. I've also gone with Jeremiah Love. And we were talking about Cam Ward before as well. And obviously not having a bunch of weapons. And, to be fair, their running back from last season, what was his name again? He was okay. He was okay. But I think having Jeremiah Love will boost that for him. And I think that's what the Titans need, to back more weapons for Cam Ward. So, and Jeremiah Love, he's got all the hype on him as well. So that's why I've gone with him at number 4 for the Titans.
Okay, so from what I've heard and from all the mock drafts that I've seen, I think it would be hard to see the Titans passing up on Jeremiah Love here. However, just for lols,
I knew it.
Just for lols, I'm gonna say that the Titans are gonna pick Sony Styles at number 4.
Oh.
Wow, Robert Saleh would love that.
Obviously, in terms of, he's an athletic freak, Sony Styles. Gitter's had enough, obviously.
He's had enough.
I think this is me putting on Gitter's hat here and try and stir the pot, because, like I said, it makes sense that Jeremiah Love would go 4, but for some reason, I've mentioned this to Cynan because Cynan knows where I think that, or where I'd like Jeremiah Love to go. But we'll get to that very, very shortly. Because who comes in at number 5? The New York Giants.
Right.
Who have you got at 5?
This pick, I could have generally put about 4 different people here.
Correct.
Like, the Giants could go anywhere, as much as the Jets could. Like, the Giants could go anywhere. Now, like, I've seen people having Sonny Styles going here.
Yeah.
That I can see that. I can see that. People had Carnell Tate going here. I could see that also.
Oof.
Even though Giants fans, they were on that bandwagon until the combine, and they were like, "Yeah, we don't want him anymore." But I haven't gone for either of those. And I've gone for someone who wasn't even in the combine. I didn't see him in the combine.
Yeah.
Whether he was, and just his highlights aren't out there. I don't know. I've gone for Caleb Downs with the 5th pick going to the Giants.
Absolute baller.
Nice.
Safety out of Ohio State. I think every coach that's coached him, it's just like his otherworldly leadership and just playing bigger than he is. Like he was his first year in Alabama was Nick Saban's last year, and he was made captain in his first year, and he was a starter, and he was all over the shop. And once Saban left, he went to Ohio State, and again, captain, running the show. Like, he is just maybe one of the most pro-ready players in this entire draft.
Agree.
He is so good.
Agree.
So I have him going the 5th to the Giants.
Cool. Just on that about Downs. Apparently, Nick Saban has come out and said, like you said, he only coached him for 1 year, and he's come out and said he's the best prospect, he's the best player that Nick Saban has ever coached.
Wow, that is big talk.
If you think about who he's had at Alabama over the last 5 or 10 years, and Caleb Downs is the best prospect that he's ever coached.
Wow.
Because usually, and Guitar, you'll love this. Usually, Nick Saban says the best player he's ever coached is Julio Jones.
Not surprising whatsoever.
That's who he usually says. So to think that Caleb Downs is being regarded higher,
that shot out for me, because, like you said, he was only there. He was only there for a year, but I think absolutely, I completely agree. Like, in my dreams that he would fall out the top 10, the Dolphins would get him at 11, and like you said, like he's a strong safety. I think he can play in the box. I think he can cover as well. Like you said, I personally think he might be up there with the best talent in the draft, Caleb Downs. I'd say he's probably the number 1 rated player. Gitta, who have you gone for?
Yeah, can I just say quickly before I say my pick that Ohio State has some absolute ballers in this draft. They have some absolute ballers in this draft, and I think it's a credit to them. So my next three picks all came from Ohio State.
Fair.
Oh my God.
I do hope that the Giants don't go for a running back here. Obviously, rumours of Jeremiah Love, because I do like Cam Scatterbo. I do hope he'll come back and have a great season next season. But that's another conversation for another day. I have gone with Sonny Styles. Goes to Giants.
Yeah, see, I can see that as well.
Yeah, okay. Sonny Styles for me.
I think, who was it? Because they've got Tremaine Edmonds there as well,
yes.
don't they?
Yeah.
Yes.
So, like, Tremaine Edmonds, Sonny Styles, not a bad combo at all.
Nice.
You got that front 4 as well.
Again, this is me thinking of the bigger picture here, and I'm trying to recreate the Sonic and Hedgehog thing that was going on in Detroit. So I've partnered Scatterboo with Love here.
Oh.
So, because if you think about it, Scatterboo and Jeremiah Love, for me, are 2 completely different running backs. Plus, Scatterboo obviously is coming off a torn ACL. Yeah. He's not going to be ready for week 1. He probably might miss half the season, if not more. He's like you said, he's a more what am I trying to say? He's a more compact running back. Like you said.
Cam. Yeah.
He can do. Like I said, he can do. He's an in between the tackles runner, whereas Scatterboo potentially kind of is more of a mauler and kind of like literally looks to run through you instead of run around you. So I think if Jeremiah Love would fall here, I mean, surely the Giants have to. If you're a Giants fan, you'd have to be happy about this because, like, if you think about it, you'd have Love, Scatterboo, Neighbours. Hopefully that he comes back to his best after an ACL. They obviously they need another wide receiver, but this is a deep draft to wide receiver, and if they get their QB back as well, and they've got some pieces on defense, and they've got John Harbaugh as well. So like, Giants might be on the up once again. So this is where this is where I put Love basically. Give him a couple of years maybe, and
Cool.
and yeah, cool. Cleveland at 6. Cynan, who you got?
I have Carnell Tate from Ohio State going to the Browns here. Much to my dismay as a Saints fan, but I have the Browns taking Carnell Tate. I think now this is another pick where it could go anywhere. Like, there's a lot of talk of, you could put, if you're wanting Shador or Dylan Gabriel or whoever to develop, and you want them to sit in the pocket for longer, then you want to beef up the O-line.
Yeah.
You want to make sure you have, they have more time. But then there's an argument as well of, well, you got to give them the weapons to do better. Now, Carnell Tate is, I remember last year I had Emeka Egbuka as my top wide receiver, and I was like, he's the most pro-ready wide receiver coming out. I think the same is said about Carnell Tate. I think compared to the other wide receivers, I think he's more pro-ready. He's not as raw as the other players. Maybe his upside isn't as much as your Jordan Tyson or whoever, but I think his ceiling is higher than most people's. His floor is higher than most people's ceilings. So I've got Carnell Tate going in the 6th.
Yeah,
I take it by your celebration, you've gone the same, yeah?
Yeah, I've gone with Carnell Tate here. Stick with the Ohio State theme as well. And yeah, I think we've got a deep class of wide receivers here, and with the Browns having 2 picks here later on in the first round as well. But I do think they should capitalise on here with a wide receiver, and I think they need to add some weapons to help either Dylan Gabriel or Shadir Sanders, whoever their QB will be. So yeah, this is where I've gone with Carnell Tate.
I agree with you. I've gone Tate here as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Personally,
I thought he was about to throw a curveball.
I think this is a little bit high for the first wide receiver off the board, because from what I've heard, Carnell Tate wasn't even the best receiver at Ohio State, and behind Jeremiah Smith.
Yeah.
But like you said, he's the most polished wide receiver. I don't think that you're going to have a wide receiver in this draft that, again, is a top tier like we had a Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, that kind of thing. No. But I think potentially there might be a run. Once one wide receiver will go, potentially that might kind of trigger a run of wide receivers. We'll find that out. So we've got Tate at 6. So Washington are at 7. Cynan, what have you got there?
Another team that could go anywhere here.
Yeah.
Anywhere, but I've got them focusing on defense, and I have them picking David Bailey here.
Fair.
So this is where I got David Bailey. So David Bailey's my first edge rusher coming off the draft board here.
Right.
I think David Bailey, when you're comparing them to Ruben Bain, obviously the arm length, but I think David Bailey's more his pass rushing abilities. He's got more speed to him. He's a little bit. He's nicer to look at, basically.
Yeah.
Ruben Bain is more brutish, and it's no. I don't care that my arms are shorter. I'm gonna run through you. I'm gonna bull rush you. But David Bailey's got a little bit more tools in his pocket.
Finesse.
So I've got David Bailey, especially with Dan Quinn as his coach. Yeah. I think he's gonna really, really prosper. I think he's gonna do real good.
Yeah. I mentioned before that I've got 3 Ohio State players in a row here from the New York Giants, so we're going to end it on safety. We mentioned his name earlier. He's one to have a look at as well. Caleb Downs is going to the Commanders for me.
Ooh. Interesting.
There he goes.
Okay. So this is where I've gone Ruben Bain here.
Oh.
Okay.
because
Yeah.
obviously I've gone David Bailey. I went David Bailey high, so this is the second edge that
Yeah.
I've got. The only thing that I don't know if Ruben Bain can set the edge, and I haven't really looked into this. And if David Bailey does that as well, because like you said, I think Ruben obviously is the more raw prospect, and he was like an absolute animal in the for Miami in college. It's just like my only question, obviously, and I think I mentioned it at the beginning, is I think the drop off between NFL tackles and college tackles is massive. So
Oh yeah, big time.
maybe we've got Ruben Bain on camera, on video, literally shoving a lineman with one hand to the floor in college. I think he might struggle a little bit more moving these big guys in the NFL who are more technical, they're more astute. So basically I think he's gonna have to have more tools on his belt, basically, and he's going to have to open his weaponry, maybe kind of like do some stunts. And the other thing that I've heard about Ruben Bain as well is that he isn't scheme diverse as well. But yeah, maybe I'm going too in depth about Ruben Bain here. Cool. It's Washington at 7. Okay, here we go. The New Orleans Saints at number 8.
Here we go.
Cynan.
Here we go.
Go on, then. Take us away.
Right now, because of how my mock draft's gone, obviously Carnell Tate's gone, so it's not fun. I've seen a lot of people, because I still have Ruben Bain yet to be picked. I've seen loads of people mock drafting Ruben Bain or David Bailey going to the Saints.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't really understand why people are so adamant that we're going to do that, because we just paid Chase Young big money.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I don't see the point in it. And we have some decent players on the D-line anyway, so it's not a need. But I think with Alontae Taylor having left and with Kool-Aid not playing to the best of his ability at the moment, I think we needed a new cornerback in town. So I have our Louisiana State University. I have Mansour Delane coming home to the New Orleans Saints.
Very nice.
Nice.
Good job.
Would you be upset if you picked a wide receiver who?
Yeah, I think because we have. Oh, actually, no, that's a very good question. I don't know if, like, your Mekhi Lemon, I don't know if he's, like, suited with the Saints as much as he would be someone else. Jordan Tyson. This is the thing with Jordan Tyson. I mean, I know I'm spoiling it if someone else has picked him in the top 15 now, but if he came to the Saints, right, Chris Olave is already one concussion away from retiring. If you bring in another wide receiver who's known for not staying healthy, then it's just a recipe for disaster. So, besides them two, I wouldn't pick a wide receiver. Like David said, like, picking wide receiver this high, it's not really comparative to the value of the pick, but it's just what happens. So I would only be happy if it was Carnell Tate, basically guitar. But then in my silly mock draft, he's gone.
Yeah.
So I've had to deal with the rest of it. I hope we pick later on. I can't think off the top of my head what pick we have. What pick do we have? We have 42nd, 73rd, maybe in the second round, high up in the second round, we pick someone up. But sorry, I went off on a tangent.
No, it's fine. So I have gone for a wide receiver here, and I did bring the Kate on the Chris Olave situation to this pick because obviously, like you said, he's he's injury prone. He's probably one concussion away from retiring. And you've already just mentioned his name. You're probably not going to like it, but I've gone for this player because I think he's got quite a decent player in him. I have gone with Arizona State, Jordan Tyson.
Now I feel bad. Right.
But he plays for your team, so
he is good. Okay. Right.
The one thing
he is good.
Sorry, Canan. The one thing that I'll say is, I think, interestingly, Gito, out of all the wide receivers, I think Jordan Tyson has the best tape. But agree with Canan.
Yeah.
He has, unfortunately, a terrible health history as well. So he's, for me, I mean, it's catch-22 really with that one, because I obviously the Saints could do with a wide receiver. However, Canan, I completely agree with you. I've gone with Mansour Delane here as well. I'm here. Genuine. I'm hearing that this guy is like guaranteed minimum Pro Bowl. Like he is a lockdown corner.
Wow.
I'm hearing a lot of love for Mansour Delane, 100%. To the point where I'm hearing that even people in the early teens would consider drafting up to the top 10 to get him.
Wow.
So I think this is a really good pick to go here, because he's. Go on. Sorry.
No. I'm just gonna. I'm just piling on praise. So I'll wait for my praise before you finish your praise. So you keep going.
No, because it's hard because Jamod McCoy again. He's coming off a torn ACL. I can't really kind of justify putting him over Delane, who has got some, like, you look at his tape and it's like oh wow, like he's really, really good. And you have to think about position, like, again, cornerback here. You've got to think about, in terms of position over wide receiver, I would definitely kind of like get your staple positions in here, especially in the first round. He is probably on paper one of the last like plug-in guaranteed starter left in the first round for me anyway. So for me, it was an absolute no-brainer.
Yeah, and when you have think schematically now, when you've got a corner, I mean, if we look at like your Broncos, whatever, when you've got someone like Pat Surtain, who can literally, you just tell him at the start of the game, you just stay there, you just stay on that island, you lock them down, lock that half of the field off, then we can focus on the other 10 players. That completely negates whatever that receiver can do the entire game. We don't have to worry about it, whether it's Devontae Adams, whether it's your Jamar Chase. Pat Surtain will have maybe not have the best of him all the time, but that you have a good chance where you've got Pat Surtain out there.
Yeah.
So I think having your Mansour Delane being someone you can just rely on, being like, right, we don't have to worry about having a safety over the top here. We can just let you battle, and if you lose, it's on you. Like, we expect you to be winning this.
Yeah.
And then help out Kool-Aid on the other side, and then when Kool-Aid builds some confidence, then hopefully. That's how my silly, a glass half empty brain is thinking. This is the first time in a while I have faith in the Saints, which is not good, because that means I will be more upset at the end of the season when they get 7 wins.
As they say, and I live and die by the sword when I say it's the hope that kills you. Unfortunately,
literally,
it's classic, isn't it?
It's foul.
I've lived through it as well, but you can't help but, like, with every new regime, especially around the draft, there's always anticipation, isn't there? Okay, Chiefs at 9. It's kind of weird. It's weird saying that the Chiefs are picking 9 after the season that they've had. But anyway, Gittar, come to you first. Gittar, who have you got Chiefs at 9?
Yeah, so this was a tough one for me to call, and we've always said that the Chiefs do draft well here all the time in their past. They've got 2 first-round picks. I've not gone for a wide receiver in the top 15. If that gives you guys a clue.
Oh, no.
I've gone with Texas Tech David Bailey to go to the Chiefs. I think. I think
value.
And obviously, Chiefs didn't have a great season last season until they've fallen drastically, and obviously they'll have a difficult start next season as well with Patrick Mahomes probably not being back for week 1. We don't know when he'll be back. Hopefully we'll see him next season anyway. But David Bailey,
Justin Fields take him to a Super Bowl.
But yeah, for me, I thought David Bailey here going to Kansas City made sense. I think will bolster their edge as well. So yeah, that's it for me.
I like it.
Yeah, me too.
I like it.
What have you gone?
Well, I mean, this guy's name's been said by you two, I think, and these only now being picked. This is the longest that he will slide for me. What am I trying to? This is the he's not going to slide anymore. Basically, is what I'm trying to say in my mock. I have Ruben Bain Jr. going to the Chiefs, and based on Chris Jones is getting on in years. I think they need to kind of rejuvenate that defensive line. I think, and having Ruben Bain, and especially if you got Steve Spagnuolo as your D coordinator, I feel like he can scheme something up with Mr. T-Rex and find a way to use him properly. So I feel like Ruben Bain will go there and will do quite well.
I'd love that for the Chiefs. I think that's a hell of a pick for them because, like I said, if you trust anyone to develop Ruben Bain, it's Steve Spagnuolo at the Chiefs. Like you see, they draft, like Gito said, they draft and develop. It's almost like done. So along those lines, I have gone defense. I've gone here, Jamard McCoy.
Oh,
because they lost their top 2 cornerbacks.
They have, yeah.
And I know that they've got one starter, and I can't remember his name, but he is. I think he's going into his second year now. So they've gone. They dealt Trent McDuffie away, and another one that I can't remember his name either has gone to the Rams.
I'll try and find it for you now.
So for me,
Rams.
For me, there's a massive gap here at cornerback. And I know, and I literally have mentioned Jamard McCoy's like health troubles over the last 5 minutes ago, but again, potentially doesn't have to be a week 1 starter here. And his tape, his 2025 tape was absolutely wild before he got injured. It was really, really good at Tennessee.
Yeah, he was the nut.
Yeah. So this is where, yeah.
And I think, you know what? I think before last year, I'd say people were, not willing to put as much of a gamble on people coming off of their ACL tears. But then after the Cardinals, sorry, I'm shaking my camera about, after the Cardinals put their faith into Will Johnson in the second round, after that was quite a big slide because everyone knew out of Michigan, like he was the best corner, but he tore his ACL, and they were like, "Oh, does he still have it?" And I think the Cardinals are quite happy that they've done that.
Yeah.
So I think to credit you there, I think the Chiefs will see that and go, "Listen, look at the tape. Look at what he can do, what he has done. Like we can work with that." We got the best doctors, in the world.
Yeah.
So we're gonna try our best to make sure he can see out.
Yeah, he can rehab with Pat Mahomes anyway, so that should be good. Anyway,
yeah.
Finally, we're at number 10. Bengals. My battery is running out, so we're gonna go bam 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 for the last 6.
That's fine.
If that's okay with you.
That's fine.
Okay. Okay, that's fine.
Bengals. Let's finish the top 10. Gito, who you've got for the Bengals?
This name has already been mentioned previously, and I think now is the right time for the Bengals to bolster their defense after spending so much money on their two-star wide receivers. I've gone with a safety, Dylan Thielman.
Oh,
wow.
So I think this is their best
wow.
opportunity to bolster and do a lot of work on their defense. So I thought Dylan Thielman from Oregon made sense to me.
Nice.
He's got great tape, by the way, and his combine is unbelievable.
Canon.
I have historically, even though I didn't think the offensive line was that bad last year, historically, the Bengals' offensive line is always the laughingstock of the league. So I have them going for a guard here, and I have them picking Oliver Vega-Ioane from Penn State.
Nice.
He is one of the strongest guards in the draft this year, and I think they're going to go for him just to make sure that Joe Burrow does not get injured yet again.
Yes. Yeah, that's a heck of a call. Because Mauano in your draft, Mauano's already gone, isn't he?
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, it's between, because obviously because Ioane is a guard, isn't he?
Yeah.
It's because that's the other thing that you don't like. I'm not sure how high people regard Ioane, and Spencer Fano is the other one that's potentially a plug-in kind of starter as well. But yeah, like Ioane's tape, like the way that he moves and the way that he bulldozes people out the way. Oh my god.
Yeah, he's foul.
So yeah, heck of a pick there. For me, I've gone down the lines of defense because, I mean, when are the Bengals going to sort their defense out? Well, this is a great start for them, and I can't believe that he's fallen this far. But this is where, unfortunately, one pick before the Dolphins, Caleb Downs is going to go to the Bengals.
Ooh, okay.
Again, I don't think he'll be there. I don't think he'll be there at 10. Realistically, I think he's too good of a prospect. You know, we've talked about Caleb Downs.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, let's go. This is the highlight of the evening. Come on in.
Let's go.
Guitar, give it to me. Dolphins at 11.
I would love for this player to be a Falcon, especially with the current situation. But I'd love for this player to be a Falcon. But yeah, he's not getting out of the top. He's not getting out of top 15. Georgia's Bulldogs, and I'm a Bulldog fan, by the way, if you're wondering. CJ Allen going to Miami for me. I want it to be a Falcon, but obviously it's not to be. So CJ Allen for me, going to the Miami Dolphins. You're not getting a wide receiver just yet, David.
Good guitar. I'd be extremely frustrated if the Dolphins would go a wide receiver first round. We're like the Jets. We've got so many pockets.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Okay. Go on. Go on in. Go for it. Who have you gone for?
I have the Miami Dolphins with the 11th pick in the draft, picking Makai Lemon of USC.
Yes. So I've seen a lot of this. I've seen Makai Lemon and the Dolphins have been linked over the last couple of weeks. And I get it, where he would literally be a plug-in. He's basically another Jalen Waddle. And I can see that happening. However, like I said, knowing how many holes we have, and again, in my draft, I don't think this player falls to 11. It would be an absolute godsend if you would. I've got the Dolphins taking Mauanoa here at 11.
Oh,
that's a dream scenario for me. Again, I don't think you'd have to go. If Caleb Downs was there, my first pick would be Caleb Downs. But if he's not there, I hope they go O-line. So if I basically, you can't go past Mauanoa here for me. So fair. But yeah, it's interesting in terms of wide receiver because the Dolphins have 2 picks as well. So we pick at 30 as well. So we've got an opportunity to potentially pick a wide receiver there. It depends how the board falls.
Well, that's where at pick 30. That's where I have you guys going for your offensive lineman. I've got you going for Emmanuel Pregnon from Oregon there.
Fair. I like him. He's good as well.
Mm,
I'd be happy with that.
he's massive.
Cool. 12 Cowboys. Cynan, who have you got?
Now, I think this is a beautiful partnership here.
Yeah.
I purposely, I arranged a mock draft so this person would fall to this team. I think the Dallas Cowboys, because I don't know if you guys didn't realize, but I haven't said a certain name that you two have said. I have the Dallas Cowboys picking Sonny Styles out of Ohio State.
Oof.
And I think Sonny Styles on that defense with Schottenheimer and what they are currently building is going to be nuts. I think the Cowboys are going to have a brilliant draft. I have them, just because we're not going to cover pick 20. I have them, they're at pick 20. I have them picking Jamard McCoy as well.
Oh.
So if they come out of that first round with two unbelievable defenders, that changes up the entire scheme then.
That is, like you said, that's a match made in heaven. And like with me, Sonny Styles has gone, but I've seen that as well. It's like I've even seen mock drafts where the Cowboys move up to get Styles in the top 10.
Yeah,
as well.
I know. I've seen that as well. Yeah.
I think this is a perfect fit for the Dallas Cowboys, and you guys have mentioned this name before. I think Mansour Delane, the cornerback from LSU. I think he'll be a really good fit. For the Dallas Cowboys. And Cowboys were poor last season. Defensively, were poor last season. They allow 30 points per game almost, and I think they really need to have some work there on defense. So I think Mansour Delane, you guys mentioned him before, he's a great player. He's going to be fantastic. I think he'll be a really good fit here for the Dallas Cowboys, and this is where I think he'll land.
So basically, because Mawanoa has gone at pick 11 for Dolphins, I just see a run on offensive linemen starting here. So I've gone the Cowboys, going with Spencer Fano.
Okay.
Just because I'd love for them to go defense, but if I'm looking at the board, all the blue chip players have gone. So basically, I've gone. Yeah. They need to sort their O line out as well. So yeah, I've basically gone with Spencer Fano. Good, 3 to go. Okay, we're almost there. 13. It's crazy that they're picking so high because this is the Atlanta pick. Sorry, had to mention it. But the LA Rams are at 13, who have just released their new uniforms. For me, they look exactly the same. But anyway, still nice though. Still decent. Anyway, I'm going to go first because I'm the host. I have gone... okay, this might not make sense either, but I've just got...
Oh no!
I've got the Puka situation in mind. Devontae Adams is the wrong side of 30, so I've gone with Mekhi Lemon here.
Yeah, see, I've seen loads of people already doing the graphics of Mekhi Lemon in the Rams.
I think it would be a beautiful fit, personally. Beautiful fit.
Beautiful fit.
Yeah.
I've gone for an unpopular one.
Okay.
Here. I've seen absolutely no one else have this person here. The name's been thrown about a little bit. I have Spencer Fano going to the Rams. I don't think, looking at it now, I don't think it's their top need. But I don't know what it was. I just felt like... well, like you said, with, once the ball's rolling, once one tackle goes, once one offensive lineman goes, they kind of all go at the same time.
Yeah, there's a run. Yeah.
Especially with offensive linemen, where it's like the drop off, the depth is just not there.
Exactly. Yeah.
So you gotta grab them whilst you can.
Yeah.
So that's why I have them picking Spencer Fano. I can see them going definitely wide receiver.
Yeah, if they had two picks, I would definitely see them go with a wide receiver as well. I don't think they will. I agree with Cynan that they're going to go for a tackle, but I've not gone with Spencer Fano. I've gone with Francis Mauigoa. I think.
Oh, okay.
I think Francis gets picked before Spencer Fano.
Oh yeah, of course, because he hasn't
I
gone
don't
in
have
yours.
Yeah.
Fano does go after 15 onwards. I'll let you know when next week. But
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
so,
Oh yeah, sorry. You guys
but
have
yeah,
another one. Sorry.
for me,
That's all right,
Francis Gatton for me lands here with the LA Rams. I do think they need a tackle to keep them going.
That would be a steal for the Rams if they got Mawino
Yeah.
at 13. That's an absolute steal for me. Cool. Baltimore are 14. Again, I've just gone for need here. Defense is pretty stacked. I could have gone O-line, but the majority have gone, like you said, Kenan, there's a massive drop-off. I've gone with Jordan Tyson here. Yeah. It's just...
So have I.
Have you?
Yeah.
There we are. They need... There's split opinions on... who's their wide receiver now?
Zay Flowers.
Zay Flowers.
He's on
yeah,
fraud watch.
yeah.
Yeah, he is.
Zay Flowers is very hot and cold at the moment. I just feel like they need some. And I think for the first time we saw potentially Lamar needing some more options, basically outside of a tight end. So yeah, I think this is an easy grab in a wide receiver if he's available. And for me, Jordan Tyson is the third kind of like, that's the top tier in terms of wide receivers in the first round for me. Then there's a drop off after Tate, Lemon, and Tyson. Then there's a slight drop off after that. So I've got them grabbing this one. Get on, what have you gone
I've
for?
gone different direction here. I have gone with, and I'm thinking they need to upgrade more on their guard. So I have gone with, I think this name's been mentioned as well, Oliva Vega Ioane. Is that his name? Yeah. So I think he'll be a massive upgrade there in guard for the Baltimore Ravens.
Nice.
Wide receiver, possibly in round 2 for me, maybe. But I think they need to make most of their star power and the more accurate player here. So I think, Ioane for me will be a Raven.
I've seen a lot of Ravens fans wanting that, in fairness.
It would be a very Ravens pick to get Ioane there, wouldn't it? And like they turned him into an
They've got
absolute
new
stud.
jerseys as well, which is just an extra bit of purple, but it looks shinier. It's shinier.
Yo, those jerseys look
new
so
gear, by the way.
It's fire.
Great, yeah, great.
I love it. But their new helmet, what do they call it? The shadow helmet.
Shadow, yeah.
Yo,
it is fire. It's fire.
Helmet.
It's fire. It's brilliant. It's really. I love the gold as well. Just the bits of gold they've got in the thing. I think it's class. It's really, really cool. Okay, finally done it. 15. Bucks are at 15. I've gone here. I've got a key Messidor here.
Oh,
yeah, which maybe is a little bit high.
A little bit.
Maybe a little bit high potentially. Again, there's a massive drop off, but looking around, I don't know. I think it was kind of like getting a little bit. Now you're getting towards the area of the draft where things get a little bit sparse, and like you're kind of almost like suggestions. Are you thinking of potentially moving back here? Is that kind of an option? So yeah, but for me, this was kind of like the last plug-in one. So yeah, I've gone Messidor here.
I like it.
Kenan, who you've gone?
Right now, I've seen absolutely no mock draft boards having this link.
Have we lost him?
Have we lost him?
No, sorry, I'm still here. My bad. Sorry.
Oh, thank God.
Apologies.
Okay.
I'm good.
I've seen absolutely no team or no person having this guy going here. A lot of people think this guy will go pick 19 to the Panthers. Where else do they think? No, I think pretty much everyone thinks he'll go to the Panthers with 19th, so I'm ruining the Panthers pie, which I'm very happy with. But I have Kenyon Sadiq going to the Bucks with the 15th here.
Okay.
I think Cade Otton's time has run its course. I think he's very serviceable, but he is not that the extra firepower that Baker Mayfield really needs. And having lost Mike Evans, I think Kenyon Sadiq is a really good bridge wide receiver tight end. He's not the best like a run blocker.
Yeah.
But like the receiving upside, the 4.40.
Yeah.
I think it's a pretty good.
You're not going to believe it, Cynan. I've also gone with Sadiq as well.
No,
I have. Yeah.
Wow.
Have you really? Such an unpopular opinion.
I was thinking the same. But yeah, looking at the K. Dalton situation, he's not going to carry the Titans spot. And I think adding more depth to that as well will be more of a competition to the Bucks as well, and to push the players even more. But having someone like Kenyon Sadiq in there as well, I think for me this one made sense. I do, thinking about it now, and as you mentioned it, I do see him going to the Carolina Panthers, and I'm glad you've ruined their pie as well. I think I've ruined their pie as well, actually. So, but I can't figure out where else he can actually go. So for me, it made more sense for him to go to the Buccaneers.
I was thinking that as I was saying, like everyone has him go to the Panthers. I was just about to say, the Panthers, and I literally couldn't think of another team they could go to afterwards. Whether that's being narrow-minded, I don't know.
The only thing that I'd say about that, guys, is 15 a little bit of a reach.
It's
for
definitely high.
Oh, big time!
I think it is high.
Big time!
Okay.
Oh, big time! But hey, listen, everyone. This is where you're always gonna have your silly reaches. A certain other team in the NFC South. I don't have to name them, but another team in the NFC South did pick a tight end quite high up because they were this absolute freak of nature.
Okay.
And their measurables outside the combine were unbelievable. So I think this is another case of the combine really boosting someone's stock. I think that combine for Kenyon Sadiq and so many flipping teams that just for some reason hold the 40-yard dash to the highest degree. And that's how they determine if a player is good or not. So I could totally see, maybe if he went higher than this, like that'd be foul. But I honestly wouldn't be shocked by either. If the Saints picked them, I'd be like, I don't know if we could swear here, but I would not be happy.
You've done.
No, I don't know. I've done so well so far not to. But if the Saints picked them, like I would not be happy at all.
Yeah.
Wow.
But yeah.
So that was the top 15.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that is our top 15. I was going to say, but your beloved, he's. I think he has just signed his tag, hasn't he? Recently.
This is
I'm not
Kyle
sure.
Armpit.
This is Kyle Pitts. Sorry, not
yes.
Pitts.
Yes.
He signed his tag, isn't he?
Yes.
Yeah. So he is safe for another year.
Should we end it on number 16 so we end it on the 50-50? Because obviously this. So let's end it on 16.
Course, yeah.
Let's end it on 16.
It's
I'm going to go
32.
first because I am the second host of the podcast.
Yes.
The New York Jets second pick in the first round. And this is where I've got them going for a wide receiver to partner with Garrett Wilson. I've gone with USC's Mekhi Lemon. This is where I've put Mekhi Lemon here. I think, obviously, I went with Ruben Bain to begin with. This is where I got them go for a wide receiver. And I think they could do a lot of damage in the second round as well. I don't know where they're going to go, but this is where I've got them going for a wide receiver. Because they've got 2 picks in the second round as well, haven't they?
Yeah, they do. Yeah,
they do. Hey, are we a little bit too early to say that the Jets definitely won with that Sauce Gardner trade?
No.
No.
Oh, for me, that's an absolute steal for them because personally, I think apart from his first 2 seasons, Source has been terrible. I really don't.
Oh, so you think like a steal for the Jet,
Oh,
like the Jets have
100%
done well?
steal for the
Yeah,
Jets. 100%.
Okay.
You have to feel for Source
Absolutely.
Gardner.
Yeah.
He hasn't
Like
won a game all.
he was so disinterested by
Yeah,
the
that's
end.
foul.
I know a lot of people was just like they were done and they wanted out of the Jets, but just like yeah, I didn't get good vibes from him at all, and yeah, I don't know. He's very grabby for me. He's a very grabby cornerback. He just and he's like you almost kind of like just one kind of like you're just going like this all the time, calling the flags. And
Yeah.
for me, I'd be just because he comes across as a bit of a diva as well. So I can't imagine what he was like during the losing streak in the locker room. An absolute nightmare. So you need to get people like that out to the locker room. So yeah. I think they
big time.
definitely won that trade. 100%.
Source Gardner has a worse record than the Jets. Yeah. Don't know. Yeah.
That's great.
So I've gone with Mekhi Lemon. Who's next?
So you've got Kanan, who have you gone with the 16th?
So I have the Jets. They picked Arvell Reese for the second.
Yes.
So I have them going defense again with 16. And I this is where I have Dylan Thieneman going.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Dylan Thieneman, especially with you know what? I completely forget half the time that Aaron Glenn used to play DB, didn't he? Am I wrong?
Yes.
Am I mistaken? Yeah.
No, he did. Yeah.
So I feel like it's a good landing spot for him to go and kind of puff out his chest and kind of be like, yeah, I am the guy.
Right.
I think because of the whole reshuffle, I think this is where he can really stand out.
Fair. So I'm going to be completely honest. I haven't done past 15, but
no,
I'm going to leave. I'm going to leave you guys, and I just want to thank Kanan, by the way, for joining us because I know that we've gone. This is like an hour and 45.
This is
approaching
how long
hour 40. Yeah, literally on a Friday night. This is mad.
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
So no. Honestly,
Sorry.
it's been class as well. So honestly, thank you so much, Diolch yn fawr iawn, Kanan, for joining. I'm going to leave you with this, guys, and I hope that you enjoy your weekend after this. So this might be probably the biggest move of the first round. This is as high as I would see Ty Simpson going.
Whoa. Wow.
Oh my god.
So
I was not expecting that.
No. And do you know what? It might come to draft night, and he will probably fall to the second round. Watch that will happen. But just to kind of spice it up, just for the Jet, because like, yeah, I just feel like Ty Simpson has been like his stock has been kind of slowly rising over the last couple of weeks, and like some people are absolutely convinced that he's going to be drafted within the top 15, and that's the first landing spot outside or inside the top 20 that I'm willing to go with him with Ty Simpson.
Yeah. Have you guys watched the Gruden QB camp videos?
I have, yes.
I watched the entirety of the Ty Simpson one, and it sold me.
Really?
Like you listen to both of them just like talk football.
Yeah.
And I know all the college prospects coming through, like the QBs especially, they will, they'll remember plays from off the top of their heads, and the play from a certain, blah blah blah. But with Ty, it was okay. They'd watch a clip, Gruden would go, "Yeah, talk to me about this," and you go, oh yeah, love this concept. We ran. So let's say if the game clip was against Tennessee, he'd go on the board and he'd go, yeah. So we did this. So we also did it against Memphis. If you look at the third quarter and this, and I was like, yo,
Wow.
this is crazy. And it's just like the difference in how Gruden talks to all the other QBs. He's talking to Ty as if he's already in the league.
Yeah.
Like he's not babying him or anything and like purposely just giving him little wins. He's like trying to dissect his brain, and it's just a joy to watch, really.
Proper high IQ player.
Oh yeah, like it says a lot that because after they spend like 45 minutes just talking, and then the last quarter of an hour or 10 minutes is them actually throwing the ball about.
Yeah,
I enjoyed the talking bit more than him throwing the ball, which usually isn't the case.
Yeah,
but like I absolutely loved it. So I'm quite high on Ty Simpson since then as well.
But maybe not as high as 16.
Yeah, no, maybe not 16.
No.
No.
Yeah, like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if he falls out of the first. If I'm completely honest with you, that could easily happen. That could easily happen as well. Or like you could get to the 30s and maybe a team would be tempted to jump up from the second round to the end of the first round to get him as well. Yeah, you never know. You never know. See how the board finishes. But anyway, yeah, this has been brilliant. Thank you so much. Diolch yn fawr iawn, Cynan. This has been...
No, thank you very much.
It's been awesome.
Thank you. And Gita as well. Thank you very much. Thank you both of you. Thank you.
So you've got your own pod, Dir Helmed and Ffitio, which I love the rebranding, by the way, because it just reminds me of a certain vibe that got going on over here. So that was lovely pointed out. So yeah, that was a nice surprise. So yeah, go and look at Cynan, because you've got loads of like draft analysis. You've got like your top 5 in every position coming out. So you've got your top QBs. You've just released your top running backs and things like that.
Yeah. So the wide receivers will be going out tomorrow as well.
Yeah.
And then after that, hopefully, bang, bang, bang. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday will be the other 4. Or maybe I'll have to post another one Sunday, whatever. But yeah, I've got top 5 every position, really. Awesome.
Well, guys, enjoy your weekend. Me and Gito will be back for the other 16, the other part of the top 32, sometime next week. Obviously, we're getting excited for the draft. Anything can happen, and that's why we love it so much. But yeah, anyway, this episode will be out on YouTube within the next couple of days. Thank you so much for watching and for staying with us for an hour and 47 minutes. If you have, you're an absolute legend. Diolch yn fawr iawn, Cynan, once again. And we'll get you back on the pod post-draft. Diolch yn fawr iawn.
Nice one.
Yeah, love it. Thank you very much. Thank you.